Hey, we're back, and I am very late. I realized that. Just got a little behind cooking, getting all of the cakes ready for Will's birthday. So, and there may be a couple times where I need to get up and run out of the room really fast. But until then, let's do some stuff. It's alright. I got this new Mountain Dew flavor. And it's pretty alright. But anyway. So. Oh god. How'd that look on the thing? Oh, about the same. We need to collect. What is it called? What's the word I'm looking for? Testimonies. What I think I want to do is see how I look when I fancy myself up, see what my charisma is. Because my charisma tops out at 20 when I wear all of this stuff. So, my base is 11, that's not bad. So, but first we'll just start with the big one. Bam, shirt from Stephanie, huge bump. Decorated hose. Golden spurs. Noble boots. Is 20 the max your charisma can be? I think it is. Well, if that's the case, there's really no reason to not just be in my armor all the time. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. Makes sense, that's the... Aside from speed... Why is my speech lower? Okay. Now experiments are done. Alright, let's get re-specced up. Okay, so really I just need this and then my sneaky outfit. So I can put all this other stuff away. That's kind of a bummer. So put on a sackcloth, lament, and wail, for the fierce anger of the Lord has not turned us away. I'll still hold on to it, I'll just keep it in my, Oh, also don't need those. There we go. And that dramatically cut down my weight. Wait, what? Now all of my skills are at 20. What's going on? I am the strongest boy.
Brother Nicodemus,
You've heard something?
the Inquisitor has decided that Yahanka will be tried, but he's agreed that I can defend her.
That's really quite unusual. It must mean he hasn't come to a clear conclusion yet.
Yes. I'll get her out of him.
I'm afraid it may not be that easy. The thing is, I expect Johanka will say the same things before the court that she's been preaching.
What are you saying?
Well, I've been thinking about what she's been saying, and it seems to me her preaching has a certain progression. Are you acquainted with the notion of the three orders of man?
Not really, no.
I think
It's like this. It's said that everyone has their God-given
Never mind,
place
I
and
don't know what
purpose
this
on
is.
Earth. Laboratores, oratores, and bellatores. Those who work, those who pray, and those who fight. The common folk are born to work, to reap the fruits of the earth and to obey the laws of God and man. It is the purpose of the nobles to protect the people and the church against all dangers and to maintain peace and justice on earth. And the church in turn has the task of caring for the spiritual welfare of all, ensuring the salvation of their souls and bringing solace to the people in times of hardship, so that they can endure their earthly trials and enter the kingdom of heaven.
But what's all that got to do with Johanka?
Well, I noticed in her first sermon she primarily addressed the concerns of the common folk, and in the second, she criticized the nobility.
Ah. So you think she might start talking about the church?
Yes, I'm afraid she might. I dread to think how that might end up. Henry, you must warn her against that. She must show humility before the Inquisitor, and the wisest course would be to admit to being wrong. She's rather stubborn, but perhaps she'll listen to you.
But the Inquisitor said no one's allowed to see her.
No one except the Inquisitor's own men. You'll just have to think something up. I'm afraid Johanka's fate is mainly in your hands now. I'm relying on you.
Okay.
Witnesses can be summoned for Johanka's trial. So I wanted to ask you if you give a testimony. Maybe some learned speech in her defense?
I'd be glad to do it. Johanka deserves my help. Such testimonies could carry a lot of weight. You should try and get as many as you can.
I will.
Goodbye.
Well, that's... Oh, shit. Well, that's kind of a bummer that I've topped out on charisma. I was hoping to be the charismaist. But... Hey, Urban.
What do you need?
Whose house is this?
It's our local custodians. The most esteemed Sir Sebastian, Baron von Berg.
Huh.
I'm much obliged.
Don't mention it.
You look bored.
Beyond tears.
How can you be bored here in Sasau? It's such a holy place, filled with knowledge.
Don't even talk to me about it. They won't let you touch the books. They don't want to talk to you. And when I wanted to look at the remains of St. Procopius, at least, they ran me off. Me! Like some kind of thief. What good is a whole blasted monastery if I can't even do that?
Maybe I could help you.
How? You're not planning some mischief, are you?
No, not at all. I was going to bring you something from the cave under the monastery where he spent his time. You can get in there, you could touch it for luck, and then I'd return it.
Oh, now. You do that for me?
I forgot I have that bowl.
Then I'd be very grateful to you.
I've got a bowl for you from the cave of St. Procopius.
A bowl? I was expecting something a little different.
Behold!
Ah! Is it really from St. Procopius?
Well, I think I ought to make sure.
Goodbye.
Whoa.
I found this document in the woods by Sasau. Careful, it's a bit bloody.
Don't tell me those fools got themselves.
To hell with it.
And did you come across any humans?
Yes, they're finished.
There now. It's not such a fuck-up after all. Here's some money for you. It was supposed to be for those idiots, but it seems they asked for 100 groschen more than they deserved.
I need something from you, sir. I suppose you heard that Johanka was locked up by the Inquisitor.
Oh, my eyes
and
are
is facing
spooky.
charges of heresy.
I did, and it's most disturbing news.
What you might not know is that he's agreed that I can defend her at the trial.
You? Do you even know what to say?
Sure I know. It'll turn out just fine. Trust me. But I need you to testify at the court. In Johanka's defense, of course.
Naturally. You don't think I could just sit here and do nothing? Besides, the bishop has already insisted that I appear before the court.
Oh. Alright.
One moment. I apologize if I was a little hasty. This whole affair has left me anxious. I appreciate that you want to defend her. However, I don't think it would have any effect. No offense, but I don't think you'll be able to achieve anything in court. I'm afraid the Inquisitor will judge as he sees fit, whatever anyone says. But I have an idea how you could help.
Oh? How's that?
This is giving me a lot of
Flee.
options.
With Johanka, of course.
You might be right. But how? The bishop won't let anyone see Johanka.
Johanka is being held at the rat house, isn't she? You could pass yourself off as one of the Inquisitor's men, get in there at night, and escape with her.
How am I supposed to pass myself off as one of his men?
Well, when his guard came here, he identified himself by means of a document. If you could get your hands on it, think about it. But whatever you decide, if Johanka comes to any harm, you'll have me to answer to. I'm very fond of her, and her of me, and I don't want anything to happen to her, understand? But if everything ends well, I'll show you my gratitude, I assure you. See you later.
Okay, so I could sneak her out. I really want to win this fairly, just so that it gets shown that it's like, haha, the system does work. How would I figure out this saintly remains thing? But before I deal with this bowl, I could go get that tooth, but I don't want to get the tooth. I just want to give him the bowl. Wait, what? Oh, that's the bee. That's for him. Everything I need is down here. Yeah. Whoa, magic cow. And if you're watching this, Dr. Bennett, don't worry, the hole in my stomach is closing up just nicely. Oh. Just be careful. You don't pinch anyone. Hey. There he is.
Goodman Pavel, you're still here. That's a relief. I was afraid I'd miss you.
Yes, still here. I had some business to deal with, but now that's out of the way and I'm... What was it you wanted?
You might have heard that Johanka was arrested by the Inquisitor and is facing trial.
Indeed, word has reached me. Poor girl.
I'd like to ask you to speak to the court in Johanka's defense.
Of course, Henry. You have my word. And the word of a burgher of Colleen ought to mean something. But to speak in defense of someone accused of heresy is no small matter. What do you want me to say?
The same thing you told
Okay,
me.
good. I was like, shit, do I have to
It was
pick
a
this now?
sacred sign that you happened to be nearby when Johanka was speaking, and so on.
True. I'll tell the bishop that. You can rest assured.
Thank you very much. Please wait here a few more days for the court to convene, then I'll send for you.
All right. For Johanka's sake, I'll wait. Goodbye.
Nice. I am a little concerned that the bailiff and the father won't help me because I didn't give money to either of them. But hopefully I can use my... Is it still 20 charisma? Oh no, my charisma has dropped 2 points. I need to wash myself. Father Fabian.
Father, the Inquisitor has had Johanka thrown in jail.
I know, son.
He's planning a hearing.
Rightly so. It's about time this whole matter was dealt with.
What do you think about it, then?
As I say, it's a good thing that the matter is being investigated. The things Johanka has been preaching are, to say the least, disturbing. Who knows what these dreams are that she speaks of? And her words are only putting ideas in people's heads and leading them astray. Now, instead of going to church, as they should, they go to her in the false belief that they will find solace. It's creating a chasm between the people and the church and leading them away from the true teaching left to us by Christ. They're misguided and swamped in heretical ideas.
But Johanka is no heretic. She's a good, kind girl who's only trying to do the right thing. I'll defend her.
Suit yourself. But mind you don't get ensnared in her fallacies, and leave it to the bishop to judge the matter.
Of course.
See you later.
Okay, that didn't help. Wait, who's left down here to get testimony from? Bailiff? Oh, Guta and the Bath Wench. Ah, shit. Is she inside? How do I get inside? Fuck. I'll have to wait till daytime. Don't close up shop yet.
Go. Well, how did it go?
I
Oh.
played him and took him for everything he had.
I see. So he played again.
I had a heart-to-heart talk with him, and in the end, he promised he wouldn't gamble again. He even gave me his dice.
That sounds promising. Thank you, Henry. But what about the money he lost? Did you give it back to him?
Yeah, I gave it back to him so he can buy what he needs.
That's wonderful. Thank you, Henry.
I need your help with something. I'm sure you've heard. Johanka was locked up by the Inquisitor.
Who hasn't? The whole of Sasso is talking about it. And the Inquisitor was asking around about her.
I'd like to ask you to appear before the court and say something in Johanka's defense.
I can't say I'm keen on going there. But Johanka helped me. And you did too. I think it's only right that someone should say something good about her.
Ah, thanks, Guta. I appreciate it. I'll send for you when it's time.
Okay. What time is it? It's just about nightfall. Shit. I was hoping to have this all wrapped up. Where is Bailiff? Oh. Let's see if I can do that. Hup. Bailiff.
Master Bailiff, Inquisitor Yaroslav is going to try Johanka.
I know. He was here asking questions too.
Oh? What did he want to know?
Various things. Like how things are here, whether people are honest, whether we observe the fest days and so forth. And then he asked about Johanka, about what she preaches, whether people come to listen to her and that. He's been talking to a lot of other people in Sasau too. I even heard that Katra, the swordsmith's wife, invited him to dine with them.
That's interesting. Thanks for telling me. Was he just asking questions, or does he want you to testify before the court?
Yes, he did ask me to testify, and I'm none too happy about it.
I see. And what are you going to say about her?
It depends what I'm asked, but there's not much I can say. I don't know Johanka very well. She seems virtuous and self-sacrificing to me. She's never done anything wrong, and no one here ever
Not
had
getting
a
the
cross
speech
word to say
checks that
about
I
her.
wanted.
Until recently. Maybe some gossip about her and Sir Sebastian. But I've heard similar talk about half the women folk here.
Johanka has helped a lot of people here, selflessly. Her heart is in the right place.
True. But then there's that preaching of hers. Folk have been falling out. They're split according to whether they believe Johanka or not. I don't know quite what to think of it myself. But I don't want to jump to conclusions. I'll wait and see what the learned bishop has to say.
Couldn't you add something good to your test?
What? Are you trying to bribe?
That's not exactly what I meant.
Good lord, no. I wouldn't dream of it. I expressed myself badly, that's all. What I was trying to say, rather clumsily, is that I'd be very glad if you were to speak on Johanka's behalf. Because she really deserves it.
Well, I'll overlook your clumsiness then.
Thank you, Master Bailiff.
Take care now.
I guess that did have the money symbol. I wasn't really thinking about it. I just read it and was like, will you please help? Still have 100% likeness in Sasau, so...
Hey, no one's allowed to talk. Bishop Yaros.
I apologise. I didn't know that. I'll be going.
Go then. Don't. God be with you.
Okay.
Getting up at dawn.
Sure, they're locked up, so I'll probably have to sleep until the morning.
How many times is that this month?
Wash, wash. Okay. There's really nothing more I can do except sleep. Hopefully those cakes are cooling off nicely. I can crumble them up, making a kitty litter cake. For Das Williams' birthdays. Oh, I didn't buy a room. It's like, why can't I get in there? Bath maid.
God be
Have you got a bed for them?
certain. For how?
Just the
One night, please.
Here you go.
I'm actually too full to buy anything. Whoop. Excuse me. Oh, I guess I could have drank a beer. Oops. Forgot beer only is 7 instead of like 14 or something. $50 flavors in one can. I wish to know what these 50 flavors are meant to be, Mountain Dew. Tell me. To be honest, like what I said to the bishop. Whoa! What? What is that buff? Oh! That's cool. Oh, I still have that torch out. Well, I'll just hit the... not hit her, but hit up this lady and be like, hey! That's cool. I hope Clean Conscious is something I can keep getting after I commit a crime. But yeah, what I said to the bailiff, like, I didn't say, hey, I'll pay you money. I just asked, hey, would you be willing to say nice things? I didn't even say, if I slip you a $5. Katra.
I'm here about your Hanka.
You're that fella of hers, are you? What do you want?
No. I'm just a friend of hers. Matthias is her, fella.
Huh. God knows how many she has.
I heard you invited Bishop Yaroslav to come and dine with you?
Yes, so what? Bishop Yaroslav is an esteemed visitor to Sasau, and it's only fitting he should be suitably hosted by devout burghers.
And what did you talk about?
What we discussed with the Monsignor is none of your business.
What have you got against Johanka?
Nothing. The question is, what has she got against us? Tell me that.
What?
What?
She turns up here and tries to tell us how to live our lives. Says the Virgin Mary whispers to her in the night. Yeah, I'm sure. To a simple village wench. I'd like to know who's really putting those ideas in her head. She's just getting people all worked up. Men, especially. Coming around here with her nonsense. Sasau is a decent, orderly place, I'll have you know. We don't want any trouble here. All this talk about hellfire and the end of the world. God have mercy. No one is interested in what she has to say. All they want is some spectacle. She ought to have thought twice before she started. Not that she wasn't warned.
What do you mean, warned?
As I said, she was told.
Tell me everything you know. I represent the royal hetman, so don't try and keep anything from me.
If you must know, some of the fellas want to have it out with her and tell her to stop. No one wants her speeches.
I guess I do represent the royal hetman. That's true. I was like, oh shit, am I making that up?
The devil possessed her to bring harm to us.
So it was you who sent those men?
All I wanted was to protect the Sasau folk against her poisonous tongue. And I'll do just that. The Monsignor asked me to testify in court. And I'll tell everything I know there.
And I'll do likewise. Farewell.
Go.
Stab.
Goodbye.
What a bitch. Alright. Now we'll go see Adela, and that way we have everyone who can possibly be on our side. I want to know who I use this book for. Like, oh, what the hell? I didn't move the mouse at all, and he just suddenly just jumped up. Ugh. I thought I had glitched into the skybox. Hi, Florian. You have a name, but I haven't talked to you yet. You're probably involved in some mission later. Oh god, I hope I don't have to do that pilgrimage each time. I'm a little curious. I'm gonna look that up. Clear conscience. Or is it clear conscience? Is there not an entry for this? It's not even on their wiki. Unless this is it. Nope. Huh. Oh well. I mean, the 5% experience boost isn't huge, but I know to do... Oh, there was the other one. I was like, I don't see Adela's thing on the map. To do this quest to help my friends, I'm going to have to commit a crime. I'll experiment a little. If I lose it, I'll see if I can go back to Ujits and...
Welcome, Henry.
Adela, the Inquisitor is going to...
Oh, Lord. I hope she's acquitted.
I need people to speak in...
I don't want to go there, but... You helped me. But what am I supposed to say there? I'm just a simple village girl.
That doesn't matter. You just be yourself. It should be enough to talk about all the good Johanka does here, and how she helps others. I'll send for you, if you're...
All right.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, I have all the testimonies I can get. Can I sleep in your Johanka's bed? Damn it. What? Oh. I think we're all ready to go.
I'd be with you.
Alright, let's start the trial. Now we'll start the trial.
I'm ready, Monsignor.
Excellent. I have also completed my investigation. We may commence then with the proceedings?
Yes.
Good. I will send for everyone who is to bear witness and have Johanka brought before the court. We'll commence first thing tomorrow morning.
Yes, sir.
One more thing. These are solemn proceedings that demand a certain decorum. I won't tolerate any clanking armor or otherwise inappropriate attire. You will wear this robe.
Of course. Thank you, Monsignor.
Very well. Rest now, and we'll meet in the morning. Take care.
Does it just put it on me, or do I have to put it on? We'll see. If that ends up failing the quest, I will save scum this and go break it and be like, hey. Let's see if I can win without telling her to change. All of my charisma. Oh, he's fancy. That guy looks really familiar. But Punch people share the same face. This just looks very specific.
Begin.
Now I hope it's like a puzzle where it'll be like, how do we know she's helped the common folk? And then I can be like, Adela, how did you know she helps the aristos?
I, Bishop Yaroslav of Benishov, by the grace of God, Papal Inquisitor, have come here to Sassaw in response to reports of Marian visitations and the preaching activities of one Johanka, a commoner. And I have found indeed that by her arbitrary word she's been leading good people astray and encouraging their rebellion against their betters. Furthermore, Johanka has attempted to usurp the glory that belongs alone to Holy Mother Church, and to appoint herself as an intermediary of the wisdom and grace of Almighty God. This does not behove any lay person, and certainly not a woman. It is therefore necessary to remedy her transgressions, and to investigate the extent and the basis of her misguidance. Or, as the case may be, heresy. Henry of Skalitz has elected to appear here in Johanka's defense, and his wish has been allowed. Anyone who elects to speak here does so before God, shall be bound by a most sacred oath, to speak only the truth. I will first hear the testimony of Father Fabian, who sent me word of this matter, and who should best know what deeds are done in his parish.
Whoa.
Father Fabian, will you tell us what Johanka has been proclaiming?
Johanka claims that she has received visitations from Our Lady, the Holy Mother of God, who speaks to her in the night. It is an outrageous claim that I hold to be entirely untrue.
And did Johanka come forward to ask your advice regarding these alleged apparitions?
She did not. Instead, she took it upon herself to spread her supposed wisdom to the people.
And prior to this, did Johanka attend church? Did you see her at your sermons, Father?
I did not, Monsignor. What's more, the parish priest of Skalitz is staying at my presbytery just now. Johanka knows him well enough, but she didn't come to see even him. I believe Johanka is deliberately avoiding the church. Instead, she meets her followers secretly in the woods and preaches to them. Either she made everything up, or the devil himself is whispering in her ear.
If I may, Monsignor, the Virgin Mary really does speak to Johanka.
Is that so? And on what do you found this claim?
It couldn't be the devil. Johanka lives at the monastery, doesn't she? Close to the cave of St. Procopius. St. Procopius, who overpowered the devil and cast him down, did he not? The evil one would hardly dare return to the dominion of the saints to whisper in Johanka's ear. Surely that's obvious.
It's true, Henry.
Bam.
But evil spirits, or even Lucifer himself, would have little power in the vicinity of the remains of St. Procopius.
But the fact that she lives at the monastery doesn't mean that she is not misguided. What's more, she is an interloper there herself, who would not even be tolerated if it weren't for Brother Nicodemus.
Yes, Father. I am aware of the impropriety of her presence in the monastery grounds. But in this, I must
Suck it,
concur with Henry.
Fabian!
Monsignor, would you please hear the testimony of the respected burgher Pavel of Kolin? He will testify that Johanka isn't making anything up.
Well, I'm very curious what this Pavel will tell us. Call Pavel of Kolin.
Okay, so good so far.
I'm a little surprised to find a counselor of Kolin here, especially you, who makes no secret of your animosity towards Sasau Monastery.
True. Although I have only criticized the monastery in secular matters of property, which concerned a dispute with the town of Kolin, and therefore my duties as a counselor.
Pavel, please tell us about your recent experience.
I'm all ears, Goodman.
Monsignor, some years ago I hid some money in Sasau Woods. When I found myself here again recently and heard Johanka's words, I remembered that matter. Johanka made me aware of my inordinate love of wealth, and I resolved to donate the money in question for the common good of Sasau. For this I needed an honest intermediary who would locate the money. In this too, Johanka helped me by putting me in touch with Henry here. By the grace of God, he found the long-lost treasure and donated it for the good of Sasau. The whole matter I regard as the intervention of the Holy Spirit.
An interesting tale, Goodman Pavel.
Not only that, it's also evidence of divine providence, and that Johanka isn't making anything up. She wasn't possessed by an evil spirit. On the contrary, Our Lady really did speak to her.
I must concur with that, Monsignor, because I was subsequently also visited in a dream by the Virgin Mary.
What? You too?
Yes. She appeared in a blue cloak and waved to me.
Do you swear that what you say is true, Pavel?
I swear by Almighty God, Monsignor.
Remarkable. Truly remarkable. Very well, Goodman. Thank you for your testimony. You may stand down.
Even if it were true, Why would Our Lady
Oh
choose a
dang,
simple
time to
village
slam a
girl
jammy
like
with this
your
book.
Hanka?
Monsignor, with your permission, I'd like to draw attention to the work of the great scholar Matthew of Yanov. He exalted women like Johanka. He said that God created what is weak in order to bring shame on what is strong. That's why God turns to women who love Christ and blesses them with such visions, so that they can point out and rectify the vanities of men. It can't be heresy if the learned masters of universities write such tracts.
What you say
Oh damn, I'm crushing.
remarkable. Matthew's work, which you mentioned, does speak to Johanka's benefit, but I wouldn't have expected that someone of your station has even heard of the Master of Yanov. How did you come by his work?
Well, Johanka pressed me to go on a pilgrimage of repentance. I went to Ujits, where there is a Marian church, and there,
Marian?
the parish priest gave me a copy of the text.
That's surprising indeed. Especially that you are at all capable of reading such a work and understanding it. You're quite a fountain of unexpected skills, Henry.
Yay!
Thank you, Monsignor.
Let's proceed then. Is there anything else you want to add, Henry?
Slam a jam, Brother
Yes.
Nicodemus.
Please call Brother Nicodemus. He has something to say about it. He's a man of learning and knows more about these things than I do.
Certainly. I also wish to hear his testimony. Call him.
I hope this isn't a thing where I bring too many people and they start, like, shitting all over what I have to say.
Nicodemus, for some time you were insisting that the infirmary needed extra pairs of hands. It was only at your request that Johanka, against all accepted custom, was allowed inside the monastery walls. I've already spoken to Abbot Peter about her, but please tell me how Johanka behaved.
Monsignor, I must stand behind Johanka. The girl is a treasure. Selfless, charitable, and good-hearted. She helps more people here than anyone else. I have never seen her do anything that would contradict the behavior of a good Christian. She never discussed questions of faith with me. She was always focused only on her work, which she carried out impeccably.
And afterwards, when she began making claims of Marian apparitions?
Yes. Yes. That's quite an extraordinary thing. The things she preached couldn't have come from any of the brothers, or from books, because she can't read. Therefore, I believe the Blessed Virgin really spoke to her.
Nonsense. She made the whole thing up. Or someone did prompt her. You're very keen to defend her, brother. It makes me wonder whether she didn't get her wisdom from you.
I already said she got none of it from me, and I would never lie before Almighty God. But it seems to me it's the inadequate education of the good parish priest here that's behind his flimsy litany.
What? Am I to be criticized by someone who's more a gardener than a scholar?
Father Fabian, let Nicodemus speak. And you, Nicodemus, stick to the point if you please.
Certainly, Monsignor. Please allow this humble gardener to put the good priest right, because he evidently knows nothing of the fact that other women before Johanka had similar experiences. Blessed Hildegard of Bingen also had similar visions. And what about St. Bridget?
I have that book that says that. Look in my book.
Catherine of Siena. Like them, Johanka here only humbly spreads the message of Our Lady. She does not present herself as an intermediary of divine mercy. Please do not condemn Johanka, Bishop Yaroslav. In my judgment, her visions are genuine and her words sincere.
Thank you, Nicodemus. Your plea is very bold. But what you say about Hildegard and the others is true. You can rest assured I will consider your words very carefully.
Yes. Where's that bitch? Who's gonna come?
Fabian,
Oh.
have you had trouble with heretics before, or had any suspicions of heresy here?
Not much, Monsignor. Now and then there have been traveling preachers and various charlatans here and there. Although, I did recently get reports that there were members of the Waldensian sect hiding in the province.
Yes, I know of that. Henry here was helping the vicar to track them down. Unfortunately, though, they managed to flee. Thank you, Father Fabian. That's all.
I'm glad to have been of service, Monsignor.
I thank you also, Brother Nicodemus. You too may stand down. Call Hoshek, bailiff of Sasau.
Hey, your hat's gone.
Bailiff, has there been any suspicious activity here recently?
Well, there have been cumins on the rampage in the woods and on the roads, and all sorts of bands of footpads and brigands around the province. But otherwise, it's all been peaceful and quiet here, Monsignor.
How reassuring. And what of Johanka, bailiff? Has she been inciting the people here?
I couldn't tell you much about her. I hardly know her. She hasn't broken any laws, and folks speak well of her, for the most part. Although it's true, things have been a bit tense here, on account of her speeches.
Continue.
Quite a lot of people have been going to her since she started with that preaching. Some are even convinced she's a holy woman. From what I heard, they bring her small gifts or ask for her advice or blessing.
Sacrilege! People coming for blessings and bringing her gifts. That has all the makings of a cult.
Oh, I don't know, Monsignor. Begging your pardon, but that's overstating it a bit. But it's true. They met outside town, too. And it came to a bit of a skirmish. Nothing serious happened, though. Fellas punching each other in the mouth. If you'll excuse me, Monsieur, that happens all the time. Well, that's about all I can tell you, Monsignor.
Thank you, bailiff.
Okay.
We all... And you, Henry. You've been around Johanka more than anyone. Do people come to her for blessings?
Well, they come to her, yes. But I swear she never blessed anyone. But when someone comes to her, she tries to help them, like a good Christian.
Henry, I'm sure you're aware that to lie here is a mortal sin and a crime.
I do.
I was like, oh shit, am I lying? I haven't seen her bless anyone.
Yes, Monsignor. Johanka helped Guter, the tailor's wife. Please hear her testimony. You'll see for yourself that Johanka is a good Christian.
Very well. I promised I'd hear your witnesses. Call this Guter. Guter, you witnessed Johanka's first sermon. What did she speak of?
About how we should be virtuous and not sinful.
And then you went to see Johanka, didn't you?
I did, Monsignor. I wanted to ask her for help, and she did. I was praying for my husband for a long time and begging God to help him. And I believe my prayers were answered, and he sent Johanka to us.
And there were others who came to her seeking help?
Yes, Monsignor. There were.
And that shrine, and the gifts. People brought them to Johanka so she'd help them?
I couldn't tell you. But she helped me. Without any of that.
Didn't you bring her any gifts?
Well, yes, but that was after. Just some old cloth for bandages and bed covers, so she could help others like she helped me. Every evening, I pray for Johanka and thank the Blessed Virgin for sending her to us.
I see. Thank you. You may go.
I'd like you to listen to Adela. She amended her life, and doesn't live in sin anymore, all because of Johanka. Johanka helped people selflessly, not for any benefit, and Adela can testify to that.
All right. Bring this Adela. Adela, until recently you were living in the nearby town of Ledechko, is that so?
Yes.
And how did you make a living there?
I served at the baths. laundering and repairing clothes and preparing the baths.
Is that all?
No. Sometimes I went with the fellas and pleasured them for money. But I don't do it anymore. I swear. I changed my ways on account of Johanka and Henry here, and now I lead a decent life.
You're saying you simply gave up your profession?
Yes. Henry convinced me, and Johanka took me in.
Very well. Thank you. And since you left Ledechko, have you sinned with anyone?
No, monsieur, I haven't.
Good. May God give you the will to maintain your newfound virtue, Adela. And now, please answer one more question. You're living with Johanka now, yes? Tell me what she says to the people who come to her.
Well, they come with all sorts of problems. Some want just advice. Some want her maybe to bless them or talk to Our Lady for them. They believe she's a holy woman.
So, Johanka accepts gifts from these people and then gives them her blessing?
No, it's not like that. Johanka doesn't bless anyone. And she doesn't want any gifts from anyone either. Folk just bring them. The things they bring, she gives them out to the sick and wounded. She doesn't keep anything. I swear.
You swear?
Yes. I swear to it all, Monsignor. I'd never lie to you.
All right. You may go. Now I wish to question Katra, the swordsmith's wife. Bring her here.
Oh, I get to discredit her by being like, she hired men to...
Katra, you are a respected townswoman who has a good overview of what goes on in Sasau. As you told me earlier, will you tell me now what you know of Johanka and her deeds?
Yes, I'll tell you everything, Monsignor. Johanka has been putting ideas into people's heads and causing chaos. What right has she to preach to us? A simple girl like that? As if we were bad people here, and she herself is a sinner? And an adulterer, a loose woman she is, who goes with anyone. And even fornicated with the custodian, Sir Sebastian.
Forgive me, Monsignor, but Katra isn't telling the whole truth.
What do you mean, Henry?
She's the one who set a band of thugs on Johanka several times to cause trouble for her and threaten her. She wanted to drive Johanka out of town. That's not the deed of a good Christian, plotting intrigues like that. She admitted it all to me.
Is that true?
I only did what was necessary to stop her from bringing us to harm.
Monsignor, you can see yourself that Katra holds a grudge against Johanka.
Yes. I must agree with Henry. In view of your apparent antagonism towards Johanka, whatever the reasons for it, I cannot allow you to influence these proceedings. You should have reported your concerns to Father Fabian instead of acting willfully as you did.
But she's bringing us nothing but trouble.
I will be the judge of her transgressions, not you. Nevertheless, I have also heard rumors of Johanka's immorality that cannot be ignored. Bring here the Sasau custodian, Sir Sebastian von Berg.
Okay, I was like, I don't know what else I can do.
Sir Sebastian, my apologies for raising the matter, but doubts have been cast on your virtue. I have been told you have shared your bed with Johanka. Is it true?
Monsignor, with respect, this is surely some mistake. Johanka is not a bad girl, and by no means a heretic.
Noted. Now please answer my question. Did you share your bed with Johanka or not?
Please say you did.
Yes, but she's not.
Silence! So, Johanka not only incites rebellion against the nobles, but also seduces them into sin and immorality.
Monsignor, I've known Johanka a long time, and she's a virtuous girl and a good Christian. She just needed support. It wasn't a bodily desire, but one of the soul. Consider what she went through. Her whole family slaughtered, and everyone here turned their backs on her, but for Sir Sebastian. Anyone can make a mistake, can't they? And she's sorry for her mistake.
Monsignor, let's put a stop to this. It's undignified for us both. And for Johanka. She's no heretic, just a confused young girl to whom fate has been less than kind. Her confusion will pass. All it needs is for someone to explain to her the error of her ways. There's no necessity for extreme measures.
Sir Sebastian, be so kind as to leave the judgment of Johanka's transgressions to me. You may go.
Okay, Johanka, this is where you say crazy shit and ruin
Henry?
everything.
You proved yourself a good servant of the Church when you told me of your disturbing findings concerning the situation hereabouts. You've been very keen to appear here in Johanka's defense. You've said a lot about her, but please, tell me why you've been helping her all this time.
Because I don't know anyone like her. She endured what would destroy most people and never gave up. She never wasted time feeling sorry for herself. Instead, she helped others, even at the cost of her own suffering. And she helped to redeem me, too. It's a pity everyone isn't like her.
It seems you speak sincerely, and you hold her in high regard. Your sincerity before God carries great weight. Thank you. That will be all, Henry.
Monsignor, please permit me to say one more thing. I heard some wise words at a sermon in Scallis, and I think I should share them here. It's our Christian duty to fight against sin. But we must love the sinner. So I beg you, Monsignor, be lenient to Johanka.
You're right, Henry. Those are wise words. Nothing remains but to question Johanka herself.
Here we go. This is where it all falls apart.
Johanka of Scallis, you've heard the accusations brought against you, and we have also heard several testimonies. I already questioned you earlier. Johanka, do you wish to revise the answers you gave earlier? Or do you stand by what you said?
I stand by everything I told you.
So be it. I expressly forbade you to continue preaching, and you promised not to do so. You defied my instruction and broke your promise. Why?
Forgive me, Monsignor. But I could do nothing else. Our Lady asked me to do it, and I couldn't refuse her. And I did the right thing. The Virgin Mary visited me again in my cell, and showed me new things. Monks and prelates who took off their robes and put on princely cloaks instead. They threw down their staves, buckled on swords, and placed crowns on their heads. They rejected Christ's example and hoarded wealth for themselves. They paid no heed to the people, but only gave them absolution for money and...
Silence! You will not speak like that. I have already heard more than enough. These proceedings are closed. You may leave. Johanka will now hear my verdict.
Okay, here we go. Man, am I just gonna have to replay this entire half hour again?
Johanka, are you aware you're facing very grave accusations?
Yes, Monsignor. I am.
You stand accused of preaching from ignorance and leading the people away from the protective embrace of Holy Mother Church. If you do not recant, you will suffer grave consequences.
Pride and ignorance.
What?
Clouded her reason.
Child, it would distress me greatly to have to pronounce a verdict of condemnation. Speak then. Do you recant your sermons? Swear never again to preach to the people. Are you prepared to repent?
As God is my witness, I did all this with good intentions. And I will never preach to the people again. I recant everything I preached and want to be accepted back amongst good Christians again. I will do whatever you command to make amends for my sins.
Behold, Johanka's soul too have we brought back from the dark labyrinth of the evil one and into the divine light of our Lord Jesus Christ. The remnants of Satan's evil influence linger in her yet, and must be cast out in the name of Almighty God. Take her. We must all be ever vigilant of Lucifer's evil designs and avoid being caught in his snares. Only Holy Mother Church can safeguard all Christian folks from the onslaught of the devil. Only Holy Mother Church cares for their souls so they may find salvation in the kingdom of heaven.
Ugh.
Behold, Lucifer has been defeated. Johanka has been freed from his malign influence. Now she will take refuge in the sanctuary of the convent, where she will be guided on the righteous path back to our Lord Jesus Christ. God be praised.
What? What?
Matthias soon recovered from his illness, but when he went to look for Johanka, he found only an empty room. Although she'd been cleared of the charge of heresy, she had to leave with the Inquisitor to enter a convent and do penance for her sins. And all that Matthias had left of her was a bittersweet memory. God alone knows if either of us will ever see her again.
Nope. Oh, damn it. I have to redo that whole thing. But it won't take that long because I can just skip through it. I don't care. No one's watching. Excuse me. Alright. That's right, I forgot I saved. Perfect. Now I only have to do that one thing. Delicious. The power of Mountain Dew did not guide me. Because that's all I can think to do. It sounds like I got, like, the quote-unquote best everything else. So I wonder if the whole thing is if I didn't do these other things, instead of just getting beaten, she would have been killed. Because I saw the executioner there with a sword. And that's also the only thing I can think to say to end this, is doing this last thing. And we'll see how it changes things. Wash up. Because it doesn't say lie when I do it, so I don't think I'm committing a sin.
I want to talk about Johanka.
Alright.
I know. I was just testing you. And you passed. I'm with the Bishop's entourage, and I'm here at his command. Let me in to talk to Johanka.
In that case, you surely know that everyone who comes from the Bishop...
Good, good. Your diligence is commendable.
Sorry, sir. We'll have to go and get it. I wouldn't want to anger the monk.
Of course. And you can actually read, can you?
A little, sir, yes.
Very wise. You're clearly the right man. Very well.
Good luck, then.
How do I get that document? If I can manage to get my hands on it. Oh, fuck. You locked that guy in there.
There'll be more.
Okay, I guess I can look and see if that dude at the door has it. No. Sneaky time. where would I get the document? Yeah, you know, before I waste everyone's time doing this. Okay. Oh. Okay. So I need the piece of paper. Shit. Well, that didn't work. Pickpocket with this guy here. So we'll try something. I had like no chance to pickpocket that one dude. Excuse me. God, I was all specced out in my armor. Haha.
God save you, Henry.
Oh, it's the overseers. But is that Father Fabian? Go fuck yourself. Yep. According to the internet, this does change the ending, but it doesn't say to what. I'm a little disappointed that, like, this... I was hoping it'd be more of like a points system, where once you scored enough points by having witnesses and saying the right thing, you'd get the good ending, but I guess everything just hinges on this objective. Which is a little bit of a bummer. Not terrible quest design, just disappointing quest design. But it is also an enormous ass game, so even probably my favoritist game, The Witcher 3, has stuff like that where it's like, come on. So what's my 16 charisma? Need to wash. There's a... Yep.
Jesus!
What? No, I'm Henry. And I no longer have a clean conscience. So I will test that, go to Ujits, and see if I can pray again. Hello.
I want to talk about...
All right.
I'm quite aware of that, my man.
Show me that. Ah.
Thank you.
A little. Yes.
Haha.
Good. Certainly, sir. Good luck, then.
Johanka, are you alright?
Yes, Henry. I'm fine. I'm glad to see you.
I spoke to the Inquisitor. He wants to put you on trial.
I know. It's all in God's hands now.
No, it's not. I mean, it is, of course. But the Bishop has allowed me to defend you.
You want to defend me? Thank you. Henry, that's very kind of you. But you needn't bother. Our Lady won't let anything bad happen to me. I am her instrument, and I am completely in her hands. Everything that's happening is her sacred will.
I won't stand by with my arms folded. You need someone to testify for you. As I said, I will defend you.
If you insist. Maybe it's the...
I went to Ujits, like you asked.
That's good, Henry.
I did the pilgrimage of penance, like you said.
And she will bless you, Henry. You're a good...
I won't. I made a donation to the church, too. And the parish priest there, Father Godwin, he was asking about you.
Was he?
Oh, just about everything that's going on, and the things you were saying. He was quite moved by it, to tell the truth. He even gave me some writings.
You see?
What did Bishop Yaroslav ask you about?
All sorts of things. Like how the Virgin Mary visits me, what she shows me, and about preaching to the people. Actually, he asked me about Skalitz, whether I go to church, and a lot of other things. And in the end, he told me I mustn't speak in public again about the visitations and that. But I couldn't obey. The Blessed Virgin is testing me, and I have to do what she asked.
I'd say he wasn't too happy.
No. He came there with his men, dispersed the people.
About that trial,
Yes.
I'll get some people who will testify for you in court. But Brother Nicodemus is worried you'll say things that will make the Inquisitor angry. You have to talk to him respectfully, answer his questions with humility, and not say anything to annoy him. And don't say anything against the church or priests. Please.
I'll say only...
Johanka, please. You mustn't say anything against him or the church. Be contrite. Maybe even admit you might have been wrong about... I don't think the Inquisitor is so bad. If you...
You too now.
Oh, I didn't think he was going to say
You're
that.
speaking exactly the same as his assistant. The two...
I've nothing to do with him.
Hmm.
I didn't even know he was here. Believe me, I'm really trying to help you.
You don't believe me anymore.
I do, Johanka, I believe you. But in court, you must speak reasonably, prudently. A lot depends on it. Maybe even your life.
I appreciate your concern for me, Henry, really. I do. But you must. Not now. After everything that's happened, I can't.
But you have to consider
Ah,
yourself
that's
what's
the
good for
thing.
you. Surely you don't want to be
Maybe I can
convicted of
heal
heresy.
Matthias.
That won't do anyone any good.
I
Neither
haven't
you
even tried
nor
to do that.
Matthias.
Fuck.
I've already told you. Everything is in the...
Sakra.
Okay. Let's see if I can cure Matthias, and then see if then I can be like, haha, you can stop saying crazy shit now. So you and Matthias can live together and be friends forever. The kissy kind of friends. Whoa. Where's the bridge? Over there. I may have to use the restroom. That Mountain Dew is a strong beast. What are my stats? Yeah, oh yeah, I did top off speech during the thing before I reloaded. Now I wonder if I can talk to Johanka after we... Well, hopefully she's... Oh, man. What am I going to say? Hopefully this other ending will have her stay here. I'll admit, and I will be on full display here and blast his... I hate not getting a good ending. Or if an ending doesn't make any sense of like why that happened, I will 100% hella restart a section. But unless I'm like, oh, because I didn't give that person an apple, they didn't become my friend and now the village died, that's stupid. But if it's like, oh, it's a decision I made, that I feel morally sound in, that's good. Where's the little gift shrine? Oh, it's gone. Okay, there's nothing. I was like, did I also not look at that or something? Nicodemus, get your ass up.
I spoke to Johanka.
And did you manage to
I'm afraid not. She's stubborn. She says she answers only to the Blessed Virgin.
Oh dear, and what about her family? Doesn't she have a relative?
No. None of them survived the raid on Skalitz.
I'm gonna heal
She has
Matthias
no
now with
one
my
at
power
all
of
left in the
medicine.
world. Poor child.
Matthias, get healed, bitch. Oh. Oh, okay.
Matthias? You're better.
Henry? Is it you?
Yes, it's me. Who else would it be?
I'm glad you're here, Henry. I feel a bit better now.
Oh, you're about to feel really bad.
I'd even like to eat something. I must tell Johanka. She'll be glad.
Johanka's not here.
Oh? Where is she?
How to begin? Look, things got a bit complicated here. The main thing is... Johanka is in jail, awaiting trial.
What? What happened?
The Virgin Mary is speaking to Johanka, and Johanka is spreading her word to the people. But there's this Inquisitor who heard about it and had her arrested. He's putting her on trial for heresy.
Oh my god. How could such a thing happen? But if Our Lady is speaking...
Well, I hope not. Trouble is, Johanka is very obstinate, and she's likely to say things in court that will just make it worse for her. Listen, Matthias, I need you to go with me and talk to her. Maybe together we can convince her to see sense.
I wish I could. I'm sorry, Henry. You know what? Tell her I'm feeling better, and I agree with everything you tell her. Give her this dice. It'll almost be like I was there with...
Alright.
Alright. Thanks, Matthias.
Henry, please, look out for her.
I'll do my best.
See you later.
Alright, there we go. We're gonna try this again. Well, I thought I was gonna have to do some alchemy. But instead, convenience happened. Alright, am I hungry? I'm a bit hungry. This back and forth night cardio is awesome. Oh yeah, now that I got rid of all those clothes, I have more room for plants. Haha. Since it doesn't matter until at some point maybe they'll be like, you need to put on fancy boy clothes and it can't be armor. That'll really be the only time I switch back to that. Oh no. I mean, I'm in full plate mail. I don't know why I was expecting I could jump vertically 3 feet. Probably because of my max strength. Right here? Shit. One more building over. Yeah, after I do this, I think I'm going to use the restroom real quick. That's a cool horse. I've never seen one like that where it's white and has blue. What's happening? Is this an actual cutscene? Oh, okay.
About that trial,
Yes.
I spoke to Matthias.
What? But he's lying in a fever, isn't he?
No, he's much better. He asked about you. He wanted to come here, but he's not strong enough yet.
Oh, that's wonderful. You see? Our Lady helped him. And now...
But doesn't it mean that you've already done your part?
Well...
What would be the point of it all if the Inquisitor were to have you imprisoned now?
It's a message. A final test. I mustn't fail now. After everything.
But you already passed the Virgin Mary's message on. Many people heard it, and many of them have amended their ways. You certainly haven't failed. Look, Matthias gave me this for you. And he asked me to tell you to look out for yourself.
Thank you, Henry.
Okay. Now that we got that all worked out, I'm just gonna fast travel to the monastery, because all this back and forth shit is bananas. Wait, what's that? Oh, bring the relic to Urban. I was like, what? Whew. And I can just sleep in Yohanka's room, because I don't need to save, I don't think. There's literally nothing else I can do differently. Do I have any alcohol to drink? I don't have any wine or anything. There it is. There we go. Now get up. Start the trial. I can probably make it through the trial. I don't need to go to the bathroom just yet. Excuse me. Alright, daytime. Oh, I do have the Clean Conscience perk again. Is it just after you sleep? Because I definitely committed a crime. I hope that's just a thing I get every time I sleep. It's just the well-rested perk.
I'm ready, Monsignor.
Excellent. We may commence.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Of course. See you later.
Alright, cool, cool, cool. Time to try to defend.
Aye, this, and I have found. Furthermore, this does. It is the Henry of Scott. Anyone who. I will first. Father Fabian.
Johanka, it is a...
And did...
She did not...
And prior...
I did not. What's more, I believe Johanka either. She made everything up...
If I may...
Is that so?
It couldn't be the...
There we go.
Yes.
Monsignor, he will...
Haha.
I'm a...
Which const... Pub...
I'm a...
In this...
Super duper.
By the grace...
In it...
What? Yes. I swear...
This is the best.
Very well.
Even if it were true...
Monsignor, he exalt... That's why God turned... I went to Uj.
That's your. Let's.
Yes.
Certainly.
Brother Nicodemus.
Selfless. I haven't. She. Yet the things. Therefore, not boss. I. Oh, it seems. Because he. Blessed. And what about. Like them?
Thank you.
Get slammed on by theology really fast.
Fabian.
Not much, although I did recently get...
Yes. Thank you, Father Fabian.
I'm glad...
All hush.
Yep.
And what?
She had quite from... but it's true. Well...
Thank you, Bailiff. And you.
Well, but when... Yes, once. You'll see...
Ha ha ha!
Guta.
And... Yes?
And that didn't you...
Well...
I'd like you to see a man...
I'm glad I didn't sleep with Adela. Mainly because I already have a bae.
And how...
But,
You're sick.
yeah,
Very well. And since...
no one.
Good. You're living with...
Well, they. No, the thing.
You.
Yes.
All right. Now, bring her here.
Time to slam on this hoe.
Yeah, you. And,
Forgive me.
What do you...
She... That's... She,
Get unchristianed upon.
Bring it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Silence.
Monsignor, I've known your... She just need...
Monsignor, she's no...
Sir, you may go.
Alright.
Henry? You proved yourself a good servant of the church. You've been very keen. You said a lot about...
Because I don't know... She never wait, and she helped...
You're sincere. That will be all, Henry.
Monsignor, I heard some... It's our Christ... So I...
Haha, okay, now we see the end.
Johanka of Scallops, you've heard the accusations brought against you, and we have also heard several testimonies. I already questioned you earlier. Johanka, do you wish to revise the answers you gave earlier, or do you stand by what you said?
I stand by everything I told you.
So be it. I expressly forbade you to continue preaching, and you promised not to do so. You defied my instruction and broke your promise. Why?
Forgive me, Monsignor. But I could... She did visit me. But now I admit that I might have been wrong about some things. I don't understand these learned matters, and I was too hasty in speaking to the people. I regret that I didn't go first to Father Fabian and tell him about everything. I want to apologize here, before the Blessed Virgin. If I misunderstood something, and said untruths or brought shame on the Church, I didn't intend to do anything like that. I ask
I'm pleased that you've seen the error of your ways and confessed to your mistakes. These proceedings are closed.
Yay!
Johanka will now...
Now what?
Johanka, are you aware you're facing very grave accusations?
Yes, Monsignor. I am.
You stand accused
Oh, the poll isn't even
preaching
there.
from ignorance, leading the people away from the protective embrace of Holy Mother Church. If you do not recant, you will suffer grave consequences. Pride and ignorance clouded her reason. Child, it distressed me greatly to have to pronounce a verdict that condemnation. Speak then. Will you recant your sermons? Swear never again to preach to the people. Are you prepared to repent?
As God is my witness, I did all this with good intentions. And I sincerely repent of my sins of conceit. I confess that I was led by my pride to believe the Virgin Mary chose me to put the world to rights. And I set myself above the learned prelates of the Church and the divine right of nobility. I repent my sins of pride and ask forgiveness. I will do as you command, Father.
Johanka has confessed her guilt. From this day forward, she'll be a good and humble Christian again. She shall no longer indulge in philosophizing, and shall, in her penitent's robe, go every day to pray at the Church of St. Martin. Therefore, I ask you to welcome Johanka back into your midst, and hold no grudge against her.
Yay!
If the Virgin Mary should happen to visit you again, tell Father Fabian he will send for me. All right?
Yes, Signor.
Very good.
Yeah, the home crew. Now we have the problem of dealing with Matthias and them. Now they're gonna fight each other. Oh god. Oh, hi, other viewer.
Johanka was cleared of all charges of heresy, and the Inquisitor, his job done and his verdict pronounced, left Dessau for good. Matthias recovered from his illness, and he and Johanka finally met again. It was a happy sight to see them both alive and well after their trials. Who knows what awaits them now?
Yes.
Or all of us, for that matter.
And that ends the Woman's Lot DLC. Delicious. That was a surprisingly meaty DLC. A little bummed there wasn't more like equipment and stuff that you could get, but yes. Give me that. Achievements. Words are hard. Alright. So, hopefully she's still there. Yeah. What am I wearing? Armor time. I need to take a bath. Wash time. That's a soldier. Who's that? I don't know who that is. Matthias!
How are you, Henry?
Hey. I'm in a private area.
How are you getting on?
I can't complain.
I'm glad to see you back on your feet.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Henry. Johanka told me all about how you helped her. And actually, me too. It's incredible. All the things that happened.
You're right there.
Oh, wait, do I get my bed back?
I'm in your debt, Henry. For both of us.
Don't mention it, Matthias. You'd have done the same, wouldn't you?
Of course I would.
See? Next time I need help, I know who to come to. Anyway, what else is new? What about Johanka?
Well, she has to go to St. Martin's to do penance every day.
You know that's not what I'm asking about.
Yeah. It's all good.
I wonder if she actually
Of
does that
course,
in the game.
She's very busy. And me too. But we'll go dancing together next time there's some feet here. That is...
What?
I'd like to. She would too, but she's a bit ashamed.
Why?
On account of the preaching, and the court and everything. She's worried about being among people.
Ah, I see.
Oh, I was like, is there still more to this mission?
It took me and Teresa a while to get somewhere too. Sometimes I feel like it's been a whole year.
Like you
Ha
said,
ha ha, because
time
it
will
had
probably fix
been.
it.
So what will you do now, Matthias? Or the two of you?
I wish I knew, Henry. For now, I'll work in the monastery grounds.
Wait a minute.
Maybe even
You
on
need to tell me what happened at
till they throw us out.
Maherjed or whatever.
They don't want to let you stay here.
Well, it seems the abbot isn't happy about so many lay people right outside the monastery walls. Nicodemus is trying to put a word in for us. And for Adela, too. But the abbot can be very obstinate. He wasn't happy about Johanka being here at all. And then...
Dude, wash your
all that
shirt.
happened after.
I see. So what will you do if you have to leave?
I really don't know. We'll stay until harvest, at least. There'll be plenty of work, and then... we'll see. Maybe we can find jobs somewhere
Dude,
around
come
here.
live in my town. I built an entire
More likely
town.
We'll go away to other parts. If we can save some money. I don't know where, though.
I might have something for you.
Oh, that's so
Sir
good.
Dibish appointed me bailiff of Pribyslavitz. After you finish with the harvest, the two of you could go there. There'll be lots of work there for a clever pair like you.
Jesus, Henry. You've really come up in the world. That would be great.
Oh
Thanks.
my god, I love
We'll
this
go there
game.
right after harvest. It's good to know we'll have a place for the winter. I won't forget you for this, Henry. And for everything you've done.
Nice, that's what I wanted. So wait, can I talk to you again? Matthias has nothing to say. Johanka, are you here? Oh, is this a bed I can sleep in? Yes. Gotta stop fist pumping. I'm making it worth nothing. There's Adela. Can't talk to her. Can I talk to Nicodemus? Will he say anything new? Hey, Nicodemus.
Henry.
Yes.
I want to thank you for that generous donation to the infirmary.
Oh, he's the one
I'm
who gives me
glad
credit
you and
for it.
Pavel didn't forget us. What do you need?
Brother Nicodemus, I'd like to thank you for the wonderful testimony you gave.
You're the one who deserved.
Oh my, getting so much
I feared
reputation.
the worst. And for all my prayers, I never even dared hope for such an outcome. I could hardly believe it at first. I was very fearful for Johanka. It didn't look good at all for her, facing such accusations. And you did an excellent job, Henry. It's largely due to you that everything turned out as
Cheeks
it
feel all
did.
tingly.
Thanks for defending her, Henry. Recently, I found an interesting volume in the monastery library and made a copy from it in secret. It's just a few lines, but maybe you'll find it useful.
Thanks.
Nice.
Do you still think the Virgin Mary's visitations were real?
Yes, I think they were. Even if she didn't interpret the message quite correctly, we were certainly witness to something extraordinary.
Alright, cool. Now, is that going to teach me a recipe? Yes. And then I ate the book. Okay, so I need to return that book too before it gets too late. There's Adela. I already she doesn't change. Can I find Johanka before I head out? Wait, why don't I have my... Oh, because the shield. I was like, where's my shield? Because of the torch, I mean. Alright. So if I can... Oh, wait, is she in her room? She is! Hey, Johanka.
Johanka?
Yes, everything's
Henry.
the best.
I'm still muddled from all that happened, but I want to thank you for standing by me.
Get up, I have to talk to you.
You've done more for me than anyone else I know.
You don't have to thank me. I only did...
I'm still grateful, though. I'm in your debt. Take care.
Alright, cool. Do you do anything else?
God
Okay.
be with you.
Oh.
How's it going?
There is more to talk about.
Good. Actually, better than before. Matthias is here with me. I go to St. Martin's Church often, and Father Fabian is strict with me. But he explains many things to me about God and faith, and he tests me to see if I understand correctly. Then he always leaves me alone to pray and do penance.
And what about the Virgin Mary? Does she still visit you?
No, not anymore. Whatever anyone says, she did appear to me before. Just between the two of us. I think I did what she wanted of me anyway. Perhaps I was too hasty and committed the sin of pride and got confused about some things. But even so, after all, Matthias...
I also think you spoke well, and you were right about some things, and I believe Our Lady did appear to you.
Thank you. Let's talk no more about it. Only Our Lady herself knows what her intentions were. In church I always prayed to her for forgiveness. I hope she hears my prayers.
Gonna get so many points.
How is Matthias doing now?
Good, I think. He's getting his strength back. How we're doing isn't for your ears,
Oh,
Henry.
come on. How's the kissing?
There's one thing I'm curious about. What did the Inquisitor say after we left?
He spoke about God and the Blessed Virgin, but I'm not supposed to tell anyone. I probably shouldn't say anything, but I think, in the end, even the bishop believed that Our Lady really did appear to me.
What, the Inquisitor?
Shh! I never said a word, all right?
Ah, yeah, sure. I understand.
Now,
Nope, you have to answer one more
What will
question.
you do now?
I have to stay in Sasau for some time, on account of Father Fabian. But the abbot wants me to leave the monastery as soon as possible. And then, I'll have to talk to Matthias about it. But I don't want to trouble him with it now, after he came so close to dying.
God be with you.
Alright, cool. Let's pop up to Ujits, drop off this book in case there's some weird pseudo time limit on how long I can hold on to it for. And then we'll head up to Privislovitz and see if we can build any more sweet... Oh yeah, I still have to do this thing. Nah, I'll go do what originally I was going to do. I have that bowl that says, like, whether or not you're sure it's actually his, and, like, I'm pretty sure that it is the bowl of a saint. But I don't want to be like, here's this bowl of a saint, and then he's like, that's neat, and then dies or something. Oh yeah, and then I have to do hare hunt. Forgot about that one. Cool. Got so much to do. Fast travel. There we go. One day, when this channel's big enough to get sponsors, I would love to be sponsored by Warhorse Studios. This is a great game. I hope their sequel that they talked about ends up happening. Nah, I don't want to fiddle with Cumans right now. But man, like a game that's like structured like this with a bit more polish and a bigger budget may unseat The Witcher 3 as my favorite game of all time. And that's awesome, because I always love getting a new favorite game, because it means gaming is getting better. At least, to me. I don't think I've been to that camp. In that, oh no, yeah I did. That's that poacher camp. That dude tried to murder me and I counter-murdered him. He was like, time to die, and I was like, no, you. Just out of curiosity, how is my reputation everywhere? Awesome. So I need to get... Wait, why did it drop so much in Talmberg? And Ujits is where I need to get it up again. Where's the father at? It's probably in the presbytery. Presbytery, I think it's called. Which I think is the same as a... Oh my goodness, what's the term? Parsonage. Where my family used to live. Oh, guess he's at the church. Doesn't look like I can pray there. What is an indulgence? I'm just gonna see if I can quick Google that and see if there's an answer, because the amount changes. Indulgence. Oh. This helps improve. So I was at like 66, right? So what am I at now? 66, okay. That didn't do anything, but maybe I committed crimes that I now just paid for? Hmm. Father Fabian? Not Fabian, Father Godwin, that's your name. Wait. Wait, did you get rid of the stairs to your room? How? What? Oh, that's right. He was only staying there for that mission. Nah, that makes sense. Hey, do you know where Father Goodwin is? Wait, a priest can have a concubine? I'm confused. I don't know very much about olden time religion. If anyone in the comments does, please let me know. Where, Father Goodwin, where are you? I need to give you your book back. Ah, construction in olden times. I rode my horse all the way here. Where are you? Now I'm the preacher. Well, I'm not going to waste too much time looking for him. I mean, I guess he could have gone somewhere, but I've never seen him away from the church grounds. Should be pretty there he is. Hey, not MASH, Father Goodwin.
How are you?
Father, didn't I see you? I wouldn't have expected that.
With a stick.
Oh, okay.
I brought you back that manuscript you lent me.
Ah, the opus of Matthew of Yanov. I was wondering if I'd ever see it again. Thanks, my son.
Now, did that boost my overall? Nope. I guess that was just personal rep. I also wish that was a little clearer whether or not it's just personal reputation or it's citywide reputation going up. Unless it's just an average of all of the citizens, I don't know. Anyway, to Privet Slavitz. We'll see if we can build the church a little bit more. I have some cash, and it's been a few days, so the money box should have gotten a few cycles of money. Build the church, and then can build the rat house. I wonder if I have any judgments that need to be done. I do think it's pretty lame. I put all that money into building the rat house. I figured I'd get a bed out of it. Instead, it's just still a pile of hay, like, in the garage. It's like, oh, I'm the bailiff. Oh, I do have some judgments to do. But I want to save first before I do them. How much do I have a shiv? Like about, yep, 7. 7K. Oh, I think that 5% thing is just like the well-rested bonus. Because it's gone now, and I haven't committed any crimes, so it must just be for like the first few hours of being awake or something. Which will make... How much? Is that 12,000? Nice. Which means with... Haha, we have enough. If I drop 5k in here... Let's finish this church. Bam. Why is that altar and fresco so expensive?
I've decided what to build.
Marcus, get up. Or Marius, come on.
Good choice. Come with me.
So I still need about 16,000 to build everything. Which I don't think I have good enough for what I'm carrying.
Yes. Shall we get... I'm ready. I'll just quickly check. We've got what we need. Let's get to work.
Ba-bam. A few days later... I figured the outside would look a little better instead of just the giant wooden tower, but hey. Still have an altar and frescoes to put in there. Marius.
So, how am I doing with the village? Let's see. The village's income is very good.
You're not even holding anything.
Sir Divish will be pleased. The village is big enough now. I see the church is keeping the rain out at least. We're on the right track. All right.
Wait, what? That was the final repairs. What did I not do? Unless it's you're not done until you put the optional stuff, thus making it not optional. But yeah, now I only make 1760 a day. Yep. Altars and frescoes. Let's do some judgments. And then go do this hare hunt mission. Still got about an hour before I decide to finish up for this afternoon stream.
Master Bailiff, this can't go on.
Oh, you've got yourself all worked up. Is there a problem?
I should say so. Things have been quiet for so long we've rested on our laurels. But the enemy never sleeps.
What do you mean?
I mean, there's still vermin in these woods. The two-legged kind.
Oh.
There's humans wandering around like they own the place. There's not enough men in the garrison. They're falling asleep on duty. All it takes is for some band of cutthroats to come back looking for some stash they've buried here, and we're done for.
You reckon we need more men? But where would I find them?
Sir, we can manage without a few woodcutters or farmhands, but men-at-arms are essential. Give me a few men, and I'll make soldiers of them.
Okay. So I'll give him a few woodcutters, because I got extra woodcutters.
You're right. I'll let you have a few woodcutters.
Thank you, sir. That's a wise decision.
Alright, cool. To Talmborg, pony friend. To figure a way to get his hunting horn. Yep, head up to the castle, grab a bite to eat, sleep save till nighttime, and then head on out to go grab his horn. Should probably get dressed up for sneaky deeds. Wait, what? When did I get this black scarf? Question becomes, does that make me any sneakier? Also, brown hose. Don't need that. Or this gray tunic. Okay, so I'm at 30-31. That does make me sneakier. Alright, so now I have a full sneak outfit. And now I just need to find a black hat. And then I'll be set. How hungry am I? Exactly hungry enough for some stew. Oh, sorry. Kitchen's over here. Grab some wine and pop some food in my tum. I wonder if there is a black felt hat. That would be cool. Just all darkness. It's like a weird ring of light when I look down, like bifocals through my glasses. It's weird. Makes my eyes water. Oh man, without vision insurance, I don't know how I'm gonna get new glasses. Practice my lock picking. All right. Torch on. And I'm good to go. Now this will be a perfect test of clean conscience, since I am very literally going to commit a crime. Running from the devil. Oh god. Oh, that's where the toilet is. What was that splashing sound in the toilet? No. Oh my god, is this all St. John's wort? Poof. All of that is mine. I'll never want for St. John's wort again. I've never seen this much harvestable plants in one spot. I can't believe I have not become over-encumbered. There it is. How much of that did I pick up? Yep. Alright. And here we go. Oh shit, really? Why aren't you asleep? What are you doing? Hear them talking. Shit, I cannot see anything. Oh, there's them upstairs. That makes more sense. Oh god. I can't. Okay. There he is. Is it a key that I'm looking for? Like hell, it's too difficult.
Damn, a thief! He's stealing here!
No, I'm not.
Thief!
Oh. Okay. That didn't work. I was wondering about that because I was like, I think when I'm drunk, the lockpicking is really loud, and he's right there. Ah, unless I can take the trunk key off of him. So I need to grab keys. There we go. Now I'm figuring it out, getting plans. Because yeah, once you get caught, that mission's over. All right. try this again. Am I all dressed up all pretty? Yep. How's my thing is still both under 30. Don't break your legs. Oh man. I'm not gonna. What is wrong with the sun? Oh. Oh, it's the heat off of my torch. That's not the sun, that's the moon. I'm drunk without being drunk.
I'll bake those pies.
No, I'm stuck down here in the muck. Come on. There we go. Use the power. Oh, holy shit. I hope they fix that weird rebounding problem in the sequel where if you jump against something that's a slope, it like rockets you backwards. Because that's annoying. Whoop. So, we'll just try to grab all of his keys this time. Joke's on you, idiot. Now I'm in here already. Too difficult. Oh. Am I getting it? Shit. Okay, so it does count down the amount of times. I was wondering, this game doesn't explain its system super well. Like, is the key icon, is that meaning an actual key, or is it a key item? Can I also just be like, can I have your hunting horn? We'll try this one more time, and then if it's still stupid, we'll do something else, because... Oh, I need a torch. I appreciate your patience, other viewer in the stream. Your silent, stoic support is what's getting me through this stream. Ah, my knees. Because I feel, unless, I mean, it's well within the realm of probability that I just haven't, but I feel like I should have at least seen it in his inventory at least once. Like, it would look like a hunting horn. So I don't pickpocket very much. So I don't know if I was... It doesn't tell you what you're taking. It just says you have key. So... able to get away with it, so we'll try this one more time. There, I got 2 keys. Okay, and I have his trunk key, so if he puts it away, I'll be able to get it. Hey, bud.
My respects to you.
I kind of want to say I need your hunting horn.
need your hunting horn.
What? Why?
I have the poachers hooked. If I take your horn to them, they'll welcome me like a brother.
But that horn's valuable.
What? Don't worry. Give it to me, and you'll get it back along with the whole gang in chains. Trust me.
All right, if I absolutely have to. But remember, if you run... The horn's in a chest in the main chamber. The key's in the vase. May the Lord watch over you.
Alright, well that worked actually really well. I feel that is how my Henry would have done this anyway. What? In the main chamber, is that this? The vase. Now, what? There we go. What the fuck? Is this it? There we go.
Hey, stop that! Christ, a thief! I see a thief! Guard!
You just told me I could have it! Alright, well, I'm gonna go use the bathroom. That was stupid. Like, he just said I could take it. Well, now, oh man. Snickolas! And we lost the other viewer. I'll miss you, other viewer. Just wait. Alright, yeah, we'll pause. And there we go. Go use the bathroom really quick and then play for about another half hour. Alright. These cakes turned out very nicely. Sorry for the one person who has been sitting there while I've been out of the room. Gotta use the restroom and get some cakes put in the fridge for later. I forgot I need to put on torch. Haha! Well, now I know where the treasure is. Well, treasure the horn. Can go just steal that without having to worry about all this dumb shit. Goodbye again, other viewer.
You look pleased.
Well, I am.
Let's see if we can finish this quest. Strings in my pants were all crooked. Alright, up we go. Oh, not right there. The St. John's Wort. Yeah, after I finish this stream, I'll probably do some stuff off stream to up my alchemy. Oh man, can I really not just take that? There we go. Ah, I got your hunting horn, Nicholas. Stop your borking. Oh no. Huh. Horse to me.
Yeah.
Whoa. Jump. Jump. There we go. Oh god, the darkness. Ah! Oh yeah. Back and forth. We did it. We whipped and or nay-nayed.
Yeah.
Ugh. Hey bud, wake up.
I have that horn for you.
Ah, I'm looking forward to seeing the smile wiped off Nicholas's face when he finds out. As for you,
Last time you told me that if I brought the horn, you'd finally tell me what's going on.
let's put it this way. Our old man's had it in for Master Huntsman Nicholas for years.
It wouldn't by any chance be that Hannikin hair everyone's talking about, would it?
Hear ye, hear ye. The lad is smarter than he looks.
Ouch.
It is him, as it happens.
Oh, he got dressed and then undressed. Hey, can I sleep here? Oh. All right. Well, I guess I need to sleep till morning again.
Yeah.
Now, do I still have the hunting horn? Nope, I gave it to them. Get a nice 8-hour nap. Good for the bones. Especially be good if I can get clean conscience before the tourney. So I did rob. So do I still have a clean conscience when I wake up? Yep. So I'm assuming it's just the same as like the well. Oh, that's a really loud lawnmower guy. That it's just the same as like the Fallout series, like well-rested perk. Hey bud, you've been doing a good job for dog stuff.
There's the good doggy. That's my boy.
He never looks
Look what
happy.
I've got. You'll love it.
Here's some dried meat. Ah, retired attorney. Attorney. I'll probably have to miss the tourney this time because I'm busy. Only 11 charisma. Okay, we'll just go down this hill then. How do I get to that clearing? Oh, that's right, it's up past Nicholas's house, I think I remember hearing. So cool, I guess I can keep doing crimes? I don't know what's going on. Bye, Nicholas. Ah, what? Okay. That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're the new fellow. Lucas said you know a thing or two. Question is, can we trust you?
Would I be here if you didn't?
Probably not. Did Lucas tell you who's in charge? Well, speak of the devil. Started to worry you weren't coming.
It couldn't be helped, Goathead. I had to get a document written up, and the nearest priest I can trust is in Yanowitz.
Not writing your will already, sir.
Who is this?
Henry. Lucas brought him. He nicked Nicholas's hunting horn for us.
Then I'm sure we'll get on like a house on fire.
What?
Is everyone here?
Everyone. Except that fool Radahan, the charcoal burner. No one's seen hide nor hair of him.
We can't delay. If he's not back by evening, we go without him. So, Henry, tell me about yourself.
What do you want to know?
Why you came here. Where you come from. You know how it goes. I want to know your story.
What if I don't have one?
Everyone has a story. Leastways, everyone in this clearing does.
Sir! Sir! The Tomburgers are coming!
Oh shit, what's going on?
Hannikin Hare of Zalush. I arrest you in the name of Lord Divish of Talmberg.
The Master Huntsman is not coming?
The Master Huntsman arrests poachers, not murderers. Will you come quietly?
What do you say, man?
Wait, so what are we doing?
Henry?
I say there's nothing to fear.
Well, I never.
Oh god. I haven't started combat, right? Ha ha!
God, you'll get my phone. Come and get it. You're going to cry.
Back off.
Christ. Here.
Now, did that destroy my reputation in Talmberg? Nope. I didn't even have my cool padded thing on.
Fuck! Some bastard must have betrayed us! Quickly, we'll hide in the mine shaft! Damn! My imagination.
Clean conscience. Can we move a little faster? Okay, I guess we'll just calmly walk to the mine shaft. So this guy has been called a murderer, a sorcerer, a nice person, and a devil. So let's find out what he is. Oh my goodness, are we really walking this slow the whole way? Quick sticks, mofo. Oh my god, how far are we walking? This is ridiculous. Why are we walking this far? Punch that rabbit. At least I can just do agility jumps. Well, wait a minute, there definitely is a book on speech, so, I don't need a book on strength, but I'm surprised I haven't found any books on any of the other primary big stats. Oh wait, I'm stupid, of course, I found one on vitality. I guess we're going to right here, thank goodness.
I need to ask something of you.
Can I do anything to help?
Aye. It's fucked up, Henry. I'm out of here. I have to disappear.
Can I have your hat?
And you're just gonna leave the hair in it?
I'm a poacher, a thief, and a murderer. But he's fighting for his honor, don't you see? If he pulls it off, I'll just be a hindrance to him.
You never know what might happen. He may need you yet. But, so be it. So, off you go. What can I do?
I need some help. I've got a pretty good stash at home. Been saving it for a rainy day.
Are you afraid they're watching your house?
Seems likely.
Alright. But where is this cast iron reserve of yours? Or is it more like a gold reserve?
I wish. Now listen. It's hidden in a tankard in my cottage, hanging on the wall by the hearth.
Good hideout. That wouldn't have occurred to me.
Thank you very... So, have you got it?
Not yet.
I don't want to rush you, Henry, but it's urgent.
Okay.
It seems things have started to move faster than I expected. Thank you, Henry. Without you, I probably wouldn't have saved my skin.
You're welcome. I know how it feels to be up to your neck in shit with no one to pull you out.
I'm sorry you've been dragged into my mess. It shouldn't be your problem.
What's this all about?
It's complicated. And I understand that it might be hard to believe, but today you fought on the side of justice.
I've heard different things about your crime.
So I imagine. Lucas has told me the villagers still talk of me.
And how did it happen?
It's a long story.
I've got time to listen.
All right. But for you to understand, I have to start from the beginning. I was born as Hannikin Hare of Zalush, the eldest son of Sidney of Zalush. My house became sadly impoverished, and I became the master huntsman at Talmberg.
Gamekeeper turned poacher. I see. That's quite a transformation.
Nicholas gave me no choice.
What happened between you and Nicholas?
I was falsely accused of murder. Henry of Lipa visited Talmberg, and the morning after the banquet in his honor, one of his men was found dead.
And didn't they have any cause to suspect you?
That's just it, they did. At the banquet, I got into a fight with the man.
Why did you get into a fight with him?
The fall of the House of Zalush was the work of the Lords of Lipa, and that fellow took great delight in reminding me of it.
I know Sir Hanush of Lipa. Was Sir Henry his father?
Indeed. He was on his way to Rattay to take charge of the fiefdom for young Sir Hans Capon.
And then what?
Nicholas began to pull strings. Several people came forward as witnesses to say they saw me with the fellow later that night.
Why would he have done that?
He wanted rid of me. We were both in love with the same lass, you see, and Margaret is his wife today. But back then there was no question which of the two of us would win her. I was the huntsman of noble blood, and Nicholas was just plain Nick. Her father's preference was clear.
What did Margaret think of you?
She took me for a fool. She only had eyes for Nicholas, but I didn't see it then. In the end, she could have saved me.
How?
She could have told the truth. After the banquet, I was with her. But when they asked her, she said she hadn't seen me that night.
Do you know who did kill the man?
No. He was found in a ditch with his neck broken. He could have tripped and fallen, all on his own.
And that never occurred to anyone?
It did. But some people swore they'd seen us jostling on the drawbridge. Of course, that was Nicholas's work.
How did you get out of it?
What leads you to imagine I did?
Your head's still on your shoulders, so you must have escaped somehow.
I'm alive. But my name and my family's name has been dragged through the mud. For me, that's worse than the sentence waiting for me.
You say so. But you still managed to get away.
Well, it's true. I had the good fortune to escape from the dungeon.
An interesting story.
I can't complain of boredom. The question is, will anyone believe me?
This is one of the most insane stories I've heard lately.
That doesn't surprise me.
But something tells me you're speaking the truth, Mannequin Hair.
Thank you. I didn't expect to find anyone who believed me.
Trust me, after what I've seen lately, not much can surprise me. So, what are you up to?
Working out how to get Nicholas's confession.
And how would you do that, exactly?
Simple. I'll have him sign it. I've had the priest in Janowitz write me up a parchment. When Nicholas signs it, he'll admit to everything written down there.
How do you want to force him to do that?
He won't have a choice, or rather he will have, between his wife Margaret and the job of huntsman.
I'm not following this at all.
It's plain enough. We'll kidnap Margaret. That's to say, you'll kidnap Margaret while I distract Nicholas. If he wants to see her again, he won't have any choice.
Kidnap him? That doesn't seem like much of a way to clear your name.
No. Take a look around you, Henry. Sigismund kidnapped Wenceslas, his own brother. And Divish was abducted by Medek of Waldeck.
True, but Sigismund and Medek kidnapped the men they wanted to bargain with. You're thinking of taking a man's wife who's done nothing to deserve it.
And what of it? Those others did it for money or power. I'm doing it to redeem my honor. And since you mentioned Margaret, she's not all that innocent. I could have swung because of her.
But that confession's just a scrap of parchment with writing on it. What will happen to him after that?
That scrap of parchment is for Sir Divish and the provincial court. But we'll be generous to Nicholas and let him leave in peace before we deliver the confession to Townburg.
So Nicholas will go free, and you'll clear your name?
Hopefully.
So what do I need to do?
That horn you picked up from Nicholas should help us. I'm sure Nicholas will recognize its sound from quite far off. I'll lure him out of the lodge at dawn.
And I'm meant to kidnap his wife while he's gone?
Of course it would be best if she went with you voluntarily, but if not, you'll just have to drag her with you.
I don't know. What if there's trouble?
That's why I'm sending you. I trust you.
Why would
But
you
whatever
trust
happens,
me?
Margaret mustn't be hurt. When you get her, bring her here.
All right.
Don't forget, tomorrow at dawn.
Okay, so first we'll go get... I don't like the way this scarf looks. This combat jacket looks way cooler. Sure, it bumps my thing up a bit, but it also gives me hella armor. We're gonna first go... Where am I? Oh. Why can't I select it? Wait. Oh, retire tourney. I was like, what? We'll go do this, because I have a feeling I can't do this afterwards. I want a black felt hat like his. I guess I'll have to just check some other tailors.
Yeah.
Because it seems like the color black drops your visibility and your conspicuousness, basically, for every piece of clothing that I've found so far. The black variant has always dropped. So, what am I looking for? So it's hanging on a tankard. I have dog person, right? Dogs won't bark at me, I think. Yes. Hi, dog. Okay, hanging on a tankard. Haha. Did it. I'm the best. Oh, those are beehives. I was like, those are dudes. Oh, fish trap. Here you go.
So, have you got it? I have it for you. A pretty necklace.
That old whore didn't leave me as much as a piss pot. No, I pinched this from Lady Ophelia when I was a groom at Stanberg. Thanks. The coin I get for this will keep me going for a while. Maybe we'll meet again one day.
Who knows?
Did I do it? Yay. Anakin can't teach me anything. Poacher can't teach me anything. Okay. Well, might as well just finish this mission since we're here. What time is it? It's noon. It's not really a lot I can do. So I need to be here at dawn. Guess the best I can do is sleep until just before dawn. Go. Ah, I can't sleep that long. Shit. Guess I can see what the Tanner wants me to do. Nope, that'll break my legs. We'll see what he wants to do, and then we may, I think we'll probably actually just stop for right now. It's my default. So right now I'm going to get a max 14 in this outfit. Which isn't too bad. Is there a there's not a tailor in Talmberg. I think the only other one is in Sasau. They might sell a black hat. I'll check that out. Hey, Breda.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
Have you got any work that needs doing?
Not much. Unless you're not averse to a bit of risk.
How do you mean?
As you can see, I tan hides. I can only buy them from the Master Huntsman, and he never gives me enough. I'd hunt them down myself, only he keeps a close watch on me. But you now...
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't think the Master Huntsman would be any happier about me hunting on his preserve.
He wouldn't, if he caught you at it. Look here, I'll pay a good price for whatever you bring me. And sometimes I have to fill an order and I need something in particular. In which case, I would pay you extra. And if you help me out a few times, I might be able to teach you something useful.
Couldn't you use some hides?
I need the hide of a sturdy roe buck. There's a wealthy merchant after one to hang on his wall. As if anyone would believe he bagged it himself. See you later.
Okay. Oh, it's not just build the church, it's renew the church. Well, okay, now we know. I wish Talberg had merchants. All the merchants here suck in terms of money they have to buy things. Because I think my horse is sitting on a decent amount of stuff. Yep. Yep. But yeah, I think we'll just call it for right now. Do the 3-hour stream. It's not bad, and we'll pick up tomorrow. And I'll hopefully be on time. I have to prepare some food for dinner in the morning, but if I get up early enough, it should be a-okay. We still got a lot to do. And honestly, like, I haven't gotten close to being bored with this yet. Some things have been tedious, but I don't know. This is the first game, I'd say probably outside of a Bethesda game, that has really just sucked me in, and I'm just like, oh man. But we'll exit save here, and then we'll go it down. Let me just make sure. Wait. Unless I can do this right now. You know what, we'll try something really quick. We'll sleep and save for an hour. Oh, I think that's Will. I should probably skip it up. I don't need to do that right now. I will run to Nicholas's house and find Margaret and just save right in front of her so that way I remember what I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah, and sleeping for just 1 hour didn't give me a clean conscience. So, I don't know. Is there like a crime setting? Statistics, there we go. Crime! It says I've killed 8 civilians. I have not murdered anyone. So, I'm wondering if it counts, like, if peasants have been like, oh, I give up, sir, but like they're doing it while I'm in the middle of swinging. So I've already hit them. I've been very purposeful in my desire to not kill people without cause. Okay, so I guess I have to sneak on there. Well, alright, well, pick up with this tomorrow. And you guys have a good night. And you'll join us this evening when Will picks up Fallout New Vegas. Until then, bye.